Podcast, episode number 81. I am Vinny.
I'm Grayson.
I am Derek.
Derek, you sound a little funny.
I'm not in the podcast studio.
Oh my goodness.
Weird.
I didn't know that. Who is this guy next to me then?
He looks just like you.
No.
Yeah, he's sitting right here.
Oh no. You guys are silly.
A little. We try. We try.
Oh, so it's a silly day.
It is.
It's a Thursday. It's the silliest day.
Is it the silliest day?
Well, it's the day of Thor, who was at one point comically large in a movie. So that was pretty silly.
Oh yeah.
Fat Thor.
Oh, Fat Thor. Yep.
Thor's day.
Perfect.
I have so much to talk about today, by the way.
Oh my, me too.
Let's get into it.
I really need a dive sound drop. That'll be my next thing.
Do the breaking plate.
Oh, I gotta switch to it. Never mind.
Oh,
It's so much work to switch. I wish there was a button on here to do it, but
yeah.
Did that work?
Wait. Let's get into it. So, what do you want to talk about?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That sounds like the Stone Cold Steve Austin intro. Nope. All right. Who's going first?
You should get that on the soundboard. The air horn.
okay. Derek, talk.
Hi.
What's
You want me to talk about my week? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually how it flows.
Sounds about right. Yeah, lots going on.
This is
I don't
the
know.
podcast.
We'll start off with the big one. I don't know if I've told you guys, but I tore my ACL. Did I tell you that?
You tore your ACL?
Yeah.
Was this a while ago or just recent?
I tore it at the end of October, and
Wow.
I just got diagnosed.
Oh,
So you've just
last
been walking around and you didn't know.
Well, I've been waiting for like tests and that sort of thing.
This seems like an odd thing to have not told us about for this long.
yeah. I feel like our circle of trust
I
is
thought
broken.
I thought I told you about it.
No.
Maybe not.
This is the
So
this is
anyways.
the first I'm hearing of this.
Anyways, so I did the tear in my ACL,
You did
and
the
I'm
tear.
getting a brand new ACL.
Do you know how you tore it?
It's a killer dance move.
Yeah, playing soccer.
You were playing soccer? I feel like he's pulling our leg.
No, I know he's having surgery.
Oh, okay.
That's real.
All right.
Wait, I told you about the surgery?
What?
You told Caroline about the surgery.
Yeah, I told Caroline about the surgery. Yeah, so I'm getting a brand new ACL on February 12th.
Not refurbished. Nice.
Are they pulling it out of your butt?
No, it's coming from my hamstring.
Oh.
That's the one on the back of your leg, right?
Yeah, so it's close to my butt.
Close to your butt. Pretty close to your butt. Are they so I don't know how this works. Are you going to lose some flexibility in your hamstring?
No, so what they do...
Or do they take it like a cheese string? You know what I mean?
Sure. That's
they
probably
peel
the
it
easiest way to explain it.
like a
That's
cheese
probably
string?
the Yeah, so basically what they're going to do is
So
they
gross.
remove what's left of my ACL. Then
Can you keep it?
They put it
no,
in a
you
jar.
don't get to keep it.
That's bullshit.
Then they take a piece of my hamstring, and then they graft that piece of my hamstring, so it becomes my ACL. And then I spend 6 to 9 months for that piece of my hamstring to learn how to operate like an ACL, essentially.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to have to be wheeled around in a wheelchair?
No, I'll be on crutches for at least 2 weeks, and I'll be.
You had a brace?
Oh yeah, I already got fitted for the brace. The brace is already here.
You're gonna
They
be
give
like,
it to you.
Forrest-
It's a parting gift right when you leave for your like consultation.
Are you going to be Forrest Gump?
No.
You know, with the double metal leg braces?
Yes.
No.
I will not be
Are
that.
they nice and sleek and plastic?
It's there's Velcro. It's a big thing, and it has a lock on it because
Ooh, that's a big
it's
problem.
supposed to lock my range of motion. So as I progress in physical therapy, I
You
get more
back,
range of
yeah.
motion allowed back.
Nice. Seems very rationed and restricted.
Yeah.
Heavy rules, you
Yeah,
know?
I'm excited to get a new ACL.
Cool.
Yeah, the good news is they're not giving me, because there's a couple different ways you can get a new one. They can take it from a dead person,
Ooh.
which
Yes,
I
please.
guess has a
You'd have to wait
pretty
in
high
line.
fit. Huh?
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, they have. I mean, I'm sure they have plenty of dead people ACLs. It's not like a heart.
So you don't have to wait in line.
I don't
You
think
get, like, a
so.
professional
But I
sports
guess it
player
has a
ACL.
reasonably high failure rate in people in their 20s. So they went this route.
Oh, that procedure has a high failure rate.
With the dead person, with the cadaver.
A cadaver's ACL has a high failure rate for people in their 20s?
Yep.
Why?
It just doesn't graft well. I don't know.
Oh, weird.
So the other options are they take some from my PCL or they do my hamstring. So they're going to try my hamstring.
Nice. I'm freaking out about that string cheese phrase. That's real gross.
You should Google it.
Yes. She basically said currently it's not a complete tear, but basically, like, if you think of a rope, Grayson, you know about ropes. You were a Boy Scout.
Yeah. I do a lot of Boy
It's
Scouting.
basically like, when you fray a rope to where it has like 1 or 2 strands left.
Yeah.
That's currently my ACL.
That's gross. They're going to
So.
just cut the whole thing out, though? Ugh.
Well, they have to like rip stuff off my bone and all that stuff too, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an hour surgery.
Yikes. Everybody's
then,
getting surgeries on their legs. We just had Sam last week with the same issue.
Yeah.
Oh, he got surgery?
He broke his ankle. You'd know if you listened to the podcast.
I haven't gotten to listen to it yet. We're at the end of the year right now, so be busy.
Oh,
currently.
true. Right. That's why you're not here.
Yeah. So I won't be here next week either because that's really crunch time.
Is it Q4 ending?
Yeah. Quay 4.
Quay 4?
Yeah. Let's see what else. I saw 1917.
How was it?
I saw it twice, so I fucking loved it.
You saw it twice in the theater?
Yeah.
That's notable.
I thought it was so good. I loved it. I
Cool.
loved it.
What was your favorite part of it? Can you give us like an elevator review?
So, all right. So what's really cool about it is it's shot with the perception that it's shot as one shot.
Yeah, I heard
It's just
that.
shuttle.
I heard that about it.
So I watched a couple of videos on it, which was cool about how they actually did the filming. But it was just like,
I heard you can like still kind of see the cuts.
nah,
if you're looking for
you
them.
have to be pretty sharp. Like, yeah, like they hit a lot of them. Like they only really used cuts if like the character was turning a corner, so they get another camera angle.
Yeah,
still,
or it's
like,
it's like if the camera like pans past a wall or a blank space, you don't know it, but in reality they paused the camera on that blank space for a minute. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the entire movie. It's really cool. You feel like you're part of it because the entire movie, the characters are moving forward, right? Like the whole point.
Is this the one with the guy who's like has to go save his brother because of an ambush?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. So that's the whole plot line. Like like they have to make it through like enemy territory to deliver a message.
Right.
And it was just like, and the whole movie it just keeps moving forward, and you feel it. Oh, it was so good. I would see it again.
I'm gonna have to see this. I also don't even know if it's still in theaters, but I never saw Knives Out, and I need to see that too.
Knives Out was unbelievable. It was really good.
It got some awards, if I remember.
I need to. Were you guys talking about Parasite?
No, we didn't talk about it.
No.
I'm told that's supposed to be like the best movie. So.
Is it a horror movie?
No, it's like a Korean fairy tale.
Or a drama?
It's like a fairy tale.
I know it's Korean.
Like
That's
Labyrinth?
as much as I know.
I think it's like a modern fairy tale almost. I think that's what I saw it described as.
Or no, I'm thinking of Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not like that.
Like
though.
art
I don't
house,
think it's
like art
that.
house, kind of creepy, but
I
more
don't know.
legend than creepy.
It's on my list. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Another big update. I finished Ready Player One.
You told us that.
2
weeks
that
ago.
was like a month ago.
Did I tell you on the podcast though?
Yeah,
I
you
thought I
did.
just texted you.
No,
you
you told
sure?
There was no
Yeah.
text about this.
You told us on the pod.
Yeah, there is. I'm almost 100% positive there's text. I'm gonna
text?
confirm.
I
that
don't
right
remember
now.
a text, but you definitely told us on the pod. We specifically talked about how it was directed by Spielberg,
And the movie sucks.
and it was not good.
I texted you on Monday, January 13th. So yeah, I have not brought it up on the pod yet because
Yes,
I
you
was not here
have.
last
You
week.
have. We listened to all the episodes back, and we both remember you telling us on the pod.
I'm looking at this text right now.
I understand you're looking at the text.
Yeah.
But you said it on the
That
podcast
doesn't-
as well.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you didn't also tell us.
I believe it was episode
Okay.
78.
Yeah.
Well, I said I was reading it.
No, you said you finished it.
You said you finished the book, and then you watched the movie after you finished the book, and it was a little bit disappointing because they changed too much.
Yeah, that was a text. That was
No,
something I texted you.
we can play it back. We have the audio.
Send me the sound. Send me the timestamp of the audio.
All
I do
right.
not
Sure.
believe you.
It starts at 0, ends at I think 55 in that one.
Yeah.
You suck. Okay.
Listen to the episode.
Anyways, I also saw the new Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Oh,
Everyone's obsessed with that. I don't care.
why not? Why don't you care? What's wrong?
Curb's
'Cause
awesome.
I already
Is it because he's Jewish?
No, I just understand the show already. It's mostly improv, and they take most of the takes from the improv.
Yeah, but it's still good. It's still enjoyable. It's still
Cool.
funny.
All right.
Oh, listen to you. Oh, Mr. Highbrow over there.
Okay.
No script. I'm not watching that shit.
I just don't care.
I want to read a screenplay along with the show.
No, I just don't care.
Those fucks.
I don't dislike it. I just don't like it.
Goodness, you have no sense of humor.
My main sense of humor for comedy
That's
comes
why you
from
don't
Rick and
like
Morty.
Eric Andre and anything. You just don't get it, Grayson.
I
my gosh.
I like Rick and Morty. It's that highbrow humor.
Oh, because it's scripted. I get it.
It's
Oh,
highbrow.
Yeah, I get it.
It's you have to
You
be
just-
smart to understand the jokes.
You have to be
You just
smart to
don't
understand
get
Rick
it.
and Morty.
Yeah.
So only smart people laugh at that show.
No. There's poop jokes in it too.
That's true. There are
made
jokes.
for Derek.
Grayson, you just don't get it.
No, I get it. It's just too simple. That's why I don't like prank shows. I don't like. I mean, I get it. It's
Nobody
funny.
likes prank shows.
I'm just saying
I think
they're
we
not
have-
my
Prank-
slice.
prank
They're not my
shows
cup of tea.
is the absolute pinnacle of mouth breathing humor.
I don't like mouth
I
breathing.
wonder if the
humor.
audience agrees with Grayson on this.
Write in if you agree. We
Hold
don't. We don't
on.
need to listen
Here,
to a soundboard.
I have an audience member who has a take on your take, Grayson. You ready? Boo!
Whoa! How'd you get an audience at your apartment?
That was beautiful.
Whoa!
I just
But
I don't.
anyways.
It doesn't scratch the intellectual itch for comedy that I have to think about. You know, like that thing where you have to watch it twice, like Tosh.0. You know, you like by the end of his little rant, you have to like rewind it or you'll miss a bit. What are you writing?
This take
I'm writing
is
down
so
Grayson
cold.
has a poor sense of humor.
Wow, that's such an important thing to write down.
Very important. The audience needs to know
I think you're slightly biased.
a little bit.
I've been thinking about intros that we can have. You know how podcasts have their little welcome to the blank podcast where we blank blankety blank, and like that's the intro that they
Yeah.
speak. And I was thinking, well, welcome to the slightly biased podcast. And then something about where we're not biased at all, or something like that.
That sounds really good.
I'm workshopping it still. I'll send it to a focus group.
Thank you.
Do you have any contributions
To your sense of humor,
to that beautiful intro that I just
I
workshopped
think it
for
needs
you?
work.
Do you have an?
I think it's
an
too
up-
straightforward.
Do you have an
Can you
upgrade?
make it a little more highbrow, more intellectual, please?
Go for it.
I need you to do this.
Oh, I'm
since you're
still
just like
still working on it.
Since you're ascended past
Look,
both Derek and I.
Vinny, look, you can't rush perfection, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's true. I get it. You're Mr. Two Pair of Socks
Why do
over there.
why
I
do
get
you
it.
why do you think the second half of the fourth season of Rick and Morty is so delayed?
I've never even watched Rick and Morty.
It's
I've seen
such
like
a goddamn
episodes,
good show.
but not like all of them.
It's a good show, and you should watch it.
Grayson, I disagree with you currently, but I agree on the show. It's a great show.
It is a goddamn marvel of a show. It's like the best show.
That makes sense because kids watch cartoons.
This is an Adult Swim, actually. Kids have been kicked out of the pool.
Remember those ads?
Yeah.
You remember
Kids-
those,
yeah.
those ads?
The
I don't-
original
I
Adult
don't have
Swim.
cable, so I don't know, but
I still don't
remember
have
the
cable
original
either.
ads.
I think I watched them on YouTube.
They're very good.
I love Adult Swim. Aqua Teen Hunger
Too many
Force.
cooks.
Very
Too many
funny.
cooks.
Too many cooks.
Wouldn't exist
Oh,
without
Too Many
Adult Swim.
Cooks
Too many
is
cooks.
world class.
You get Team America World Police. You get Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You get Robot Chicken.
Team America.
Team
World
America
Police.
World Police.
That's not Adult Swim.
It's the same vein of humor.
It's
It's a cartoon, they're
the South Park
toys.
creators.
It's for kids. It's got toys in
But that's
it.
more Comedy Central because that's where South Park is.
Okay. Is South Park for kids?
It's a cartoon. I remember kids in 4th grade watched it a lot.
I don't know. It's a cartoon. It might be for kids.
It might be.
Might be for kids. Jury's out.
I'll have to ask the jury when they get back.
Oh, they're falling asleep and drinking milk and water.
Milk and water.
That's the wrong sound.
You
button.
nailed it. Maybe you should let me an adult operate the board.
You changed
I
it
know-
to the second
I know
page.
kids like touching buttons. So there you go. That's perfect.
That's my sadness at you not letting me play with the
This is a great
buttons.
transit. Derek, are you done?
I think he's done.
No, I had more to say,
Oh
but
shit! Okay.
you guys.
No, I just want to make sure.
No, Grayson clearly hijacked it with his terrible sense of humor.
Well, happens a lot. I bet he's awesome at parties. Speak.
I'm the Dracula of the party. It's a joke that one person will get.
Hey,
So,
Grayson, I have a question for you. Actually,
answer is
I
4.
don't actually have anything else to say, but hey, Vinny, when's the 5K for
May 6th, May 7th,
May
one of those
6th?
ones.
Grayson, you're not moving that day, are you?
oh, God willing, I'm not.
God willing.
So you have to run this year since I can't.
All right, I'll run for both of us.
Commit on the podcast.
Commit.
Yeah, I commit. I committed last time too. I just wasn't incapable of movement.
That was a lie. Recommit on the podcast and pledge something.
I was up until 3 a.m. moving boxes up and down 3 flights of stairs.
We need collateral.
Incapable of, and it was like 4 hours. I would have gotten 4 hours of sleep.
Fail to attend.
Oh, I already know. I can get to that next. I know what he's.
Oh yeah,
up.
what is it?
Well, Derek, you haven't been around very much lately.
Yeah, he's been AWOL.
And Grayson is now a groomsman in the wedding.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Yay!
Does anything change for my responsibilities?
Come on, that's rude.
No, you're still the best man.
Wait, is he
right.
the one who's not a groomsman?
He's the best man.
Who? Oh no,
I'm not getting into it now, but
okay.
somebody had to drop out
Yeah,
due
yeah.
some other reasons.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do it.
Yeah, okay.
It was not Derek.
I'm confused why that was. Why did you bring that up now? I forget.
Because we went to see the band last Friday.
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was
I'm
very
sorry, I
good.
couldn't make it.
It was wonderful.
They were really good live. 7-piece band.
Kay was there.
They have a sax player.
They have 3 singers.
3 singers.
So that they can transition between one song and the next seamlessly, infinitely.
Infinitely, yeah. I did hire them for the infinite time, so.
They literally just transition in like instantaneously into the next song with no break. It's amazing.
Vinny, are you doing a DJ too or just the band?
The DJ is included for the breaks.
Oh.
They
That's
have their
handy.
own DJ?
They have they know a DJ who
They have
partner
a
with.
guy.
Are we wearing tuxes?
Yes, tuxedos will be required. Everyone going,
Is
including
that
the females.
is that the stake if I don't go to the thing?
Yeah, you're kicked out of the wedding.
Oh, okay. Because we didn't complete that thought.
Well, we got there.
Okay.
We got there eventually.
You're welcome.
When do we go get our tuxes?
I don't know, like next late spring, early summer.
Where are you getting them from?
We've been over this before, but I think it's gonna be Jose Bank.
Should we all
Jose
get them
Bank at Men's
from
Warehouse.
the same place? We have to get them all from all the
Have you
same
ever
place.
been in a wedding before?
Well, I know that
sorry,
you
Is
have
this
to.
your first time?
I know.
Vinny, let me feel this.
I sang at my friend's wedding. Remember?
Yeah, but you weren't. Okay.
I was in the wedding.
Let Derek take this.
Grayson, here's how it's going to operate. Vinny and Caroline are going to tell me what we all need to get, and you were going to follow those instructions to a T. And that is all
To
you
the
need to
T,
worry about.
motherfucker.
All right, Mr. T. So you just do what they tell you. Yeah.
Tuxedos. Because the way Dean did it is he left the wedding I was in earlier at technically the end of 2019, but like we all get the same suit, but like he left like shoes up for interpretation, which just
Weird.
No, that makes sense.
Like he's like just get brown shoes. Like I
'Cause
will
I
tell
have
you this.
I have a nice set of brown shoes and a nice set of black shoes. So
For my wedding,
ahead of time.
there will be no room for interpretation.
Yeah.
Like you will know exactly what you need to wear, and
Are you
there will be
saying-
no
Exactly.
deviating.
are you saying specifically this is because of Caroline, or what is your angle
He
here?
just said that was his wedding.
For mine, yeah.
Oh, for your wedding.
For his
Okay.
wedding.
I don't want to deal with like, oh, like I want to wear different shoes. Like, nope, this is what you wear.
I agree with Derek.
Just
No
give us
interpretation.
the grocery list and we'll do
You
it.
will probably get shoes included with the tux.
It's like a bowling alley. You give them your shoes and they give you a pair.
Oh, I got a job for you though. If you want a job in the wedding as a groomsman,
Sure.
collect the tuxes after the wedding and return them to everybody.
All right.
Don't fuck this up. You're an Eagle Scout.
I don't know how I could possibly fuck that up.
Oh, I'm sure it can be done.
Oh no, I forgot to close the windows in my car and they all got rained
We're all
on.
90 right now.
I was gonna say they all got rained on, but that too. They blew out of the car on the highway.
But yes, the band was excellent.
It was a good band.
Could we? I really hope there's another emo night soon.
I haven't looked in a while.
You mean
but I know
pop? You mean pop punk? The thing that Vinny has sworn off of?
I didn't swear off of that. I swore I've taken back Sunday for the year. Even though I've already
Did
failed
you
that.
really?
I know.
I've already
You
failed
love
that.
Taking Back
I knew you
Sunday.
wouldn't.
Yeah, because they're my top artists like 3
Didn't
years
you
in a
try
row.
blocking them?
Yeah, it didn't work apparently. I still see them on my phone.
Exactly.
Spotify's like, nah, bitch. You listening to this?
Motherfucker, you know you want to. Come here. Come here. Listen to Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back
My
Sunday's
Chemical
great.
Romance is making new songs.
They're also touring.
It's crazy. Making new music.
Did you see who's rumored to be playing Boston Calling this year?
Who?
No, who?
So they officially announced the Foo Fighters and the
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Yep.
but the third headliner is not officially announced, but it's supposed to be Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, I thought it was confirmed.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's like fake confirmed. It's not confirmed like on the website
Are you
or
gonna be able to
anything
go
like
this
that.
year?
It's a weather balloon.
Me?
Yeah.
I have tickets, yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, there you go. I need to
In
get my
previous
PAX
years,
tickets.
I wasn't able to go before I worked at my current employer because the end of our fiscal year was the end of May.
Oh.
And in the past 2 years, I haven't gone because I didn't really love the lineup.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't
But this
think
year,
I'll
I already got tickets.
How much the tickets cost for 3 days? Isn't
Uh,
it like $300,
for
$400 bucks?
for two tickets, it was $750.
Oh
total.
my god.
I'm
Jesus
gonna have to
Christ.
pass on that.
Wow.
That was 2 tickets.
I don't
You don't have
care.
to buy 2 tickets.
I don't care about this at all.
You don't
I
care?
wouldn't go
Good, 'cause-
alone. Not going alone.
I mean, it's not like we have seats. Everyone just
There's no
buys their own
I
ticket.
know,
We all
but I don't
meet
want to
up.
go alone. What am I gonna
I
hang
have-
out with you the whole time?
Wow, that's sounds
Ouch.
awful. Jesus.
Ooh, got him.
You know
No,
what?
I mean, if
Grayson,
you go with a
Grayson?
gang, you gotta stick with the gang the whole time.
I bet Tony goes. He goes to all this shit.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
If you go with a group, you gotta stay with the group, though. You know.
sure.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
friends, right?
I wouldn't
Friends.
presume that I would be like. I'm not gonna invite myself into your group and be like, "Hi, Derek. I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna cling to your arm like a child the whole time." Like, no. I mean, if I'm gonna go with like my girlfriend or people or something. But I don't want to.
You can totally hang out with me.
Well, I appreciate the offer.
I might go.
Vinny definitely can hang out with me. Actually, Grace, I'm not sure on you now.
If one.
Yeah, you don't, Grayson.
Hey,
for the tuxes, don't worry about it. You're not in the
excuse-
one anymore.
Excuse me.
I don't want to hang out with you that
I
night.
thought we were hashtag rude dudes. Okay. I thought this was our thing.
I think you were the only rude dude. And
I
then
think
it
I think
just-
maybe you can't handle the heat.
Maybe I can't. I don't know.
Oof. Yikes, bro.
Oh, and, my last bit of my update is I finally caved in and bought a new humidifier.
Whoa.
We were getting so the thermostat in my apartment tells the humidity. We were sitting like 20% humidity, which is really dry. So
Yeah, that seems low.
it's very low. So yeah, bought a humidifier. It's cranking. Right now I just turned it on for the when I got home. It's at 40 right now, and I guess
Do you
between
know what, like,
40 and
ideal
60% is
humidity is?
comfortable.
I don't know.
Do you know what like ideal humidity is?
Between 40 and 60% is
Yeah.
comfortable.
There you go. Did I tell you guys the fucking crazy story about my roommate turning the heat up to 80 a couple times in a
Is
row?
your roommate 90 years old?
No, they're not 90 years old. They're probably
I mean,
18
that's
years old.
something Julie would pull.
They're like 18 years old or 19 years old or some shit. They're constantly
Here,
trying
let
to get out of paying for utilities. And
I want to ask her this.
they just went fucking loco and turned the heat up to goddamn 80. And I felt like
If you
like
could,
a
would you turn up
dad.
the thermostat to 80 degrees?
I had the rage of a dad whose like family touched the thermostat.
Is he
with
included
them.
in your rent?
Heat is not included.
Ooh, shit.
The gas bill.
Julie just said that if she could, she would turn up the thermostat to 80 degrees. And she is not a 90-year-old woman, which is wild.
Well, yeah. So one of my roommates is fucking psycho because she refuses to. Every single time somebody tells her how much like a certain bill is, she's like, "I thought I already paid that last time." Like, no. Why would I be asking you to pay it if you already paid it? You dumb
You
bitch.
need to live with people you know.
No, he doesn't. Remember he said this? Who wants to do that? It's
I
2019.
I lived with people I knew, and that also ended badly. If you remember.
You should just
That
I
was
should-
different.
I don't know what to
If
tell
you're thinking
you.
of the situation I'm thinking of,
Yes.
that's a,
Both of them actually.
Grayson,
There's two.
that's a complete.
There's two that I can think of actually that come to mind.
Okay.
The only time
Nope.
that didn't go badly was when I was living with 3 dudes who went to Northeastern. They were the chillest motherfuckers I've ever goddamn lived
Are you
with.
sure? I heard him play Madden once. It did not sound chill.
No, I mean, that guy, he was literally screaming. We were playing D&D that one time, and he was literally screaming at the Madden
Add me
game.
to the Discord for D&D.
All right, I will.
You said you would do that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you were like committing to actually come and play or not.
Yeah, once the Super Bowl hits, I'm not gonna have anything to do on Sundays. So.
All right, cool. And you also have to promise to behave.
Yeah, you already went over this.
Okay. Get it.
I can't. So does that mean I have to change my name?
You just have to have no. You can have like a weird name as long as it's not like disrespectful to women. I feel like that's kind of a low bar, but don't be disrespectful to women.
That's a bit much for D&D. It's a fantasy.
It's a bit much for Derek.
He can be anybody he wants to be. It's D&D.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
if you don't agree with it as the DM, you can punish him for his actions. You're the god.
So the thing about that is you're correct as long as the actions in question happen in the game. And I'm specifically
That's what he's saying in the game, his character.
Okay, yeah. True. I'm talking about the group chat, which is kind of not really in character. I'm not asking you to behave in character. Misbehave in character if you want. I'm asking you to behave out of character.
Oh.
I could totally do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put you in it. I think we're losing somebody. We'll be down to 3, so we actually do need you.
Kevin?
No, not Kevin.
Oh, God.
What was Sam's
Miriam's
character's name?
Dingus.
Dingus. What a name.
Yeah, Dingus the Barbarian.
His voice was great too.
Oh, Dingus.
Dingus.
I'm Dingus. Dingus. Yeah, it was a good one.
Vinny, are you going to be playing?
I don't know yet. Where do you play? By BU?
Yeah, in BU.
How big is the plaguing space?
Big enough. It's about as big as this. I mean, it's a table that is the same as this table, but the room is slightly. Well, no, the room's about the same size.
So it's this size. I don't know. I'll think about it.
It's approximately the same size as this room.
Is it a private room?
We can close the door, but Ellie's roommate sometimes likes to barge in and interrupt the game with random nonsense. So it's a caveat, but the space is very nice otherwise. There was one time she just laid down in the middle of the doorway, so we couldn't close it. It was really awkward.
Can't you play over Hangouts?
No, you can, but you don't want to. It's
Tyler
lame.
does it.
It's bad.
Tyler hosts. He's a DM over Hangouts.
I also play in a game that plays on Discord, and it's bad.
Why is it bad?
Why is it bad?
A lot of the things that you would struggle to find continuity with in podcasting, it gets that but worse. So if you get the group in the Discord voice chat and the DM says, okay, you're in this clearing and there might be a thing over there, and then everyone just kind of sits there for a few seconds because it's kind of hard to establish a reasonable leadership hierarchy when everybody can't look into each other's eyes and kind of communicate with the nonverbal cues about who should go first to go do the thing that we're experiencing. It just you run into kind of nuanced point of order problems with taking actions and taking initiative on a certain interaction, and there's a lot of dead air that's kind of awkward, and people don't put their focus in 100%. I was playing Minecraft while we were playing one time because it was kind of boring. So I was just playing Minecraft in the background, and that reduces everybody's experience. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite way to play. I'd always rather play in person because you have to be present.
What if we all buy VR headsets and play on Tabletop Sim?
We played on Tabletop Sim.
But we need to be in VR to do it.
Yeah, if you played it in VR and you had the avatars and everything too. I don't know if you actually get an avatar if you just get hands or something.
You get hands.
Yeah, so still better than just the voice. We do also do the Tabletop Simulator, but like I said, I mean you can alt tab. So being forced to be physically present is a really good asset. Yep. What did we do?
Does
did we
anyone
finish?
else want to talk about their week?
Did we finish the weeks? Yeah.
No, we just kind of messed around. We talked to the band a little bit in the wedding, and
We did that.
went to the gym today with Ethan. Ethan recently got a job near where I work, and he goes to the gym. And he's a little harder than me with the gym.
Ooh.
He's definitely he's bulking up. He's putting on some mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did legs with him today.
Does he have a
Did you put
girlfriend?
on Derek mass or
No, muscle mass.
Does he have a girlfriend?
muscle mass? Okay.
He's dating people. He's nothing serious.
That's a good place to be in.
Only 22.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did legs today. My legs are like jelly right now.
Ooh. I walked up the stairs to work this morning. So
Oh my god,
I
are you
feel you.
okay?
Yeah, my
Is that
legs
why
are
you have 2 pairs
also.
of socks on for circulation?
Yeah, the compression socks. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks. I thought it would be colder than it was today.
It's gonna be the same tomorrow, so I don't recommend 2 pairs of socks.
I will wear
tomorrow.
1 pair of socks tomorrow. Diet's going good.
Oh, keto. Yeah, Derek, he's on keto.
I'm still on keto. I don't know if you heard.
How long have you been on keto?
However long you haven't been on the pod.
Like 2 weeks, a week and a half.
Like 2 weeks.
So do you like it? Give me a review.
It's it's like the 3rd time talking about it, but yeah, it's like rough.
Just give us an update.
It's I think I'm losing. I think I'm starting to lose weight. Some of my pants fit a little bit better. That's promising.
How's pants jail?
The pants gel is not growing. I haven't ventured.
Is your
into
pants
the-
jail for profit or not for profit?
Oh, it's definitely a for-profit prison.
Wow.
Yeah, they make
Jesus.
bank on those inmates. Those pants, they have to do strip mining.
Can you help me out with this? I don't understand this reference.
Pants jail is when you try a pair of pants on after having gained a little bit of weight and the pants no longer button.
So my life.
So yeah, exactly. And then you have to take the pants and you have to shove them into pants jail because you're miserable. You know, you don't want to look at those pants anymore. They make you sad, so you throw them in pants jail.
This sounds eerily similar to my life currently. Oh man, I really need to lock in my diet before my surgery. I'm not gonna be able to do anything for
Yeah.
a while.
Definitely
Will you be around by August?
definitely cut down.
What was it?
Will you be around by August?
For walking?
What do you mean?
My bachelor party?
Yeah,
New Orleans?
New Orleans.
I'll be able to. I should be able to. I should be like,
What a lovely grump.
hopefully in like 3 to 4 months, not have to use my brace.
Oh.
Actually, I actually have no clue. To be honest with you, I should probably know a little bit more about the.
We'll see.
The
It depends
procedure.
on how your rehabilitation goes.
Yeah,
Or your physical therapy, not
This-
rehab.
the 6 to 9 months is for me to get back to like sports fully. So.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
We'll-
Well, getting
we'll
back to
figure it out.
walking normally without crutches is kind of the 90% experience cap.
It's a big
Yeah.
one.
Hey, if you're a vegetarian, can you get a vegetable string? Get it, Grayson? Because
Yeah.
vegetarian
You don't want to
like
use
a,
animal parts.
like a
yeah.
kale string.
A kale string.
Get it?
A Beyond string.
It's plant based.
Yeah. It's the same as meat. So
Keto.
keto, the diet, it's hard. I'm not allowed to have any carbs or any sugar, no bread, no rice, no pasta, no sugar,
Gonna
no
be honest, it
soda,
sounds miserable.
no wine, no
sounds
beer.
miserable. It does not sound worth it. Have you lost any as you
I'm-
checked your weight?
I haven't been good about checking weight. I don't have a scale at home. But I think it's kind of hard to tell exactly, but I think I'm losing weight in the pants region. I think because the pants are fitting slightly better. I'm less stuffed into them, which is just the whole goal. That's why I'm doing it. I don't want to put any more pants in pants gel. I want to get some out of pants gel, ideally. I want to fit in my pants, man. That's
What if you get so skinny you don't fit at all anymore? Where do they go to then?
I have a belt.
Is that like a work release program for the pants? Pants parole? What does it do?
Pants parole, yeah. They get to go. They get to go on a pants chain
Go work
gang.
on a farm somewhere.
A chain gang.
Wow, you're a strict warden over there.
Look, I believe in law and order.
Shit, I don't have that job. I should.
No, I'm a pants fascist.
Poor guys. Is that your latest update for the week?
Yesterday I had to take a 6-hour road trip, and I got back. I left from work, and I got back to my house at 1 a.m.
What do you do? What is your life?
It's just nonsense, really.
You, like,
Mostly.
a fugue state and just end up somewhere else.
No, so my friend Miriam, who is the one from the D&D group, who is potentially, hopefully, leaving because she is going to Israel. The hopefully is that hopefully she gets to do that and doesn't get rejected for it or denied. She had to do an interview to be able to go on whatever program she is using to travel to Israel for a semester, whether it's Birthright or whatever it is.
Does Birthright do semesters abroad?
I don't know. I don't know the details of the program, but she is trying to do a semester abroad through her school with Israel. And she had to go to a consulate to interview with like travel agency people at the consulate in I think New York, wherever it was. Maybe it was in New York. I don't know. So we she messed up the planning to get down to like the bus ride to get down to wherever it was. So at the last minute, she was like, "Help! I need help getting to this appointment."
Oh my God.
I'd run out of other options. I don't know what to do. Can you please drive it like road trip me down to Danbury, Connecticut, to somebody's grandparents' house that she could stay at before she needed to take the train into wherever it was to go to the meeting. So it was like a 2.5 hour drive down to Danbury, stayed over, very like the best grandparents you've ever met. Like telling all these crazy goddamn old people stories. I love old people's stories. I love to just listen to like old ass people talk about their lives. It's so charming and fun. And they were just like anything you could possibly imagine about like too much food, too many stories, too welcoming. Oh, stay and watch an episode of the thing before you go. Like all of this, like
Was it Everybody Loves Raymond?
beautiful hospitality. I forget what
was
the
it
show
Nick at
was.
Night?
I forget what it was. But yeah, and then we stayed about like half an hour, and then drove back, and I got back home at like 1 a.m. from Connecticut.
Wow.
So that was my excitement for the week. Oh, I'm starting Blue Apron up again. So I'm doing the Blue Apron meals. That's a lot of fun. They're $10 a serving ish. I'm trying to cut them into thirds after I cook them so that I can kind of like thin them out over the week. Have a few lunches, a few dinners.
Can you do me a favor and keep track of the prices on Blue Apron? I'm just curious.
It's about $10 a meal.
About $10.
Well, no, it is. It's $10 a serving. So
A
it's
serving or a meal?
$60 a box.
6 days, $60.
$60 a box for 3 meals that each feed 2 people. So $10 a serving. Because you make 3 meals and each meal feeds 2, and each meal is 20, and the box is 60 for 3 meals. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal overall, I think. I actually recently learned that HelloFresh is like $6 a meal though. So I'm a little salty. I don't know. I might switch to HelloFresh. I like to mix it up, and I like the cooking. I like the experience. You know, it's a fun little like hobby to be like, hey, this is a weird little dish that I've never cooked before, and it's
I
yummy.
went to Wegmans yesterday.
Oh, jealous.
You could just have burgers and hot dogs every day, but what's the fun in that?
I mean, Wegmans is a grocery store.
I mean,
they don't just sell hot dogs there.
Okay, yeah, you have a hunk of chicken. What do you do with it?
Why do you buy a hunk of chicken?
I don't know. What else are you gonna get?
We do chicken thighs here. It's
okay.
$4.58. Comes with 8 in a pack. I put them in tinfoil for individual.
Yep.
Put them in the freezer.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you cook it with what? How do you prepare it?
The oven. We take the chicken,
you just bake
olive
it?
oil.
Yeah.
We have some chicken seasoning we use, or we can use like
it's the same seasoning, right? That's the point. That's the point. Is it's the same seasoning every time,
it up,
right?
though, but I'm just
yeah, you mix it up.
You're talking about the price point of it. I'm saying
this
is be lower price point
for sure. What you do is lower price for sure.
Yeah,
because you don't have all those like extra ingredients. Like the way that they give you the ingredients is like, here's 1 onion, here's 2 cloves of garlic, here's a pack of sweet peppers, here is a thing of butter. Actually, I think you have to use your own butter.
Oh my! That's for me. That's a deal breaker.
But sometimes they have special
for that reason.
Sometimes they have special butter, but
special butter.
Yeah, like maple butter or some shit like that. Anyway, yeah, they give you all the special ingredients you need. But I'm like, I look at this pile of ingredients. I'm like, I would never think to buy these all for like one thing. I mean, they just give them to me, yeah, and exactly the amount you need. But I'm like, if I was gonna meal prep myself, I would have to make a shopping list of exactly the ingredients I need. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make gumbo. Okay, I want to make this one specific recipe from all recipes of gumbo. Well, I need to get all these weird ingredients, get them all together, go and like, oh, I don't want to go grocery shopping for one meal, so I got to plan the rest of the week instead of, and then you go and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to buy all these ingredients for this one meal. Okay, did I plan more than one meal? I guess I have to plan like 3 meals. But instead of that, you can just pay $10 a serving and get the whole box. So it makes sense for somebody who doesn't want to spend the time planning the individual meals. I've done it before. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I'd just rather do this.
Oh.
It's a good time. I like it. Apparently HelloFresh is cheaper. I am interested to see like what the complexity of the meals is, or like the portion size or whatever. But
It's just like a hunk of iceberg lettuce and it's like some ranch dressing.
yeah,
Here you go.
it's just like a side salad.
HelloFresh.
That's not worth it. But also, I know that Blue Apron tries to source a lot of their ingredients locally. So if Blue Apron is doing like, if I'm contributing to like local economy, I feel a little bit better about paying it 10 as opposed to 6, because it's like, okay, well, it's going towards local farms.
Where's
so.
the closest Blue Apron warehouse?
In Boston?
Is okay.
It's a city-based service. Like, you can't get it in like, Springfield probably.
That explains it.
I'm sure you could.
I mean probably,
It's
yeah.
probably a crack apron though.
Crack apron instead of Blue Apron. Boom, roasted.
Drugs.
Yeah, 'cause, Springfield.
Stay off drugs, kids.
Springfield is definitely worse than Worcester.
Yes. Hot take.
Hot take.
Yes.
And Worcester is definitely worse than Boston.
Hot take, maybe.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know
Worcester's
anymore
getting pretty gentrified.
because they did actually recently renovate the intersection from Hell. You know the one? Yeah. They recently renovated that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who's to say?
They are getting the Paw Sox, so a new stadium.
They should get the Patriots too while they're fucking at it.
Why?
Tom might leave.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then yeah, good. Then you won't be interested in
Hot
football.
take. It's going to happen next year.
And you can come and play D&D.
I'll still be interested in football, fantasy football, man. It's a big deal.
You can
Just
play
think of the
that.
drama though. If he leaves and he goes somewhere close by,
It'll be like
drama.
so
tasty.
it'll be like LeBron.
Hello Fresh.
It'll be like LeBron all over again.
Fuck LeBron.
Fucking LeBron. It's like list of athletes that everyone hates but also loves.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving,
I don't think anyone likes him.
LeBron James, Larry
Antonio
Bird.
Brown.
Who was the kneeling guy?
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick, Tom Brady. Athletes that people hate. I love it. That was my week mostly. Got Blue Aprons. I got a haircut. I got a nice haircut.
Fact.
Similar to Vinny's haircut.
Fact.
I actually kind of I didn't like verbatim do the thing you do, but I said
Just fuck me up, bro.
yeah, just fuck me up. Fuck up my shit. Fuck my shit up.
Got you, fam. Got you.
You know that subreddit?
Yes.
Yeah. Just fuck my shit up. Yeah, it was like a little off the top and tight on the sides. It's like the classic Vinny order.
Classic.
It's classic. Like a cheeseburger, a Royale with cheese.
Mm-hmm. Can I rant about something?
Go for it.
So I've been hearing on the radio lately. They're just talking
Impeachment.
I don't
Boom.
wanna talk about
It's
that.
a drama.
I don't know
What's gonna happen?
That sham.
What is it? Do you think he's gonna get removed?
No.
No, he's not. He's not gonna get
Sad.
removed.
But Bernie Sanders did contact me yesterday asking for a donation, and I did donate to him.
That's good. I'm like,
Give him $5.
it's a wild west out there, honestly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just can't give money to Joe Biden.
It's a goddamn no. I don't. Yeah, I mean, so this is the thing. People are. This is kind of like the hot take. People keep saying, "Oh, we need the moderate. We need to unite the both sides of the aisle." I'm like, hold on though, because Donald Trump's base is not going to move an inch, and if we do the same thing with picking a moderate candidate, the left is going to get lazy. They're not motivated to go out and vote, and we'll have Hillary all over again. So
Can I? So Hillary,
we need to pick a progressive candidate, or no one's
Hey,
going to turn up.
guys, I need to leave.
That's my point.
What?
I need to leave.
Okay. All right.
I
Bye.
need to do stuff. All right, I'll
Have
talk to you guys
fun.
next week.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye.
Okay, what were you listening on the radio?
First, I want to finish my Hillary thought. So Hillary this week said that nobody likes Bernie, right? That was the big thing
That was
this week.
crazy.
Listen. Conspiracy theory. Did she do that to help Bernie secretly?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think it's possible.
Because
He's gotten a lot of donations
He
since then.
surged
Yeah.
after that. They said that. Like,
Yeah.
It's almost like it was intentional. Like, why would she say that?
Everyone likes the underdog.
Yeah. And I think by her saying that, people who don't like Hillary are just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to give him money to help
Yeah.
him.
Well, you know what? I think so here's the thing. I'm gonna say we have to apply Occam's razor to this. There's two options, right? Either she's dumb and angry, or smart and is playing us. And I'm gonna say the simpler option of the two is that she's just spiteful.
Yeah. I mean, that's Hillary right there.
If you apply Occam's razor, the simpler of those two options is that she's just spiteful.
Is she mad because he waited so long to drop out of the race last time? Is that what it is?
No,
that's what it was.
She's mad. Well, I think she just saw an opportune moment to strike because Warren said something about him.
Or that too, yeah.
I think she just is kicking him while he's down.
I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that she did it just to help him.
No,
secretly.
Anything that like hints towards a conspiracy is the less likely
But it's
option.
the Clintons.
It's
Come
the less.
on, they love conspiracies.
It's the less likely option. I was also listening to Slow Burn recently. Season 2 of Slow Burn is about the Clinton impeachment.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's good.
I'm on episode 2 or 3 now.
They're making a show out of it. American Crime Story is going to be.
It's so good. And like I just got to the part where they were talking about that guy, the Travel Gate, where he killed himself.
Yeah, it's really sketchy.
And I'm like,
it's so sketchy.
Well, here's the thing. They relayed the facts of the story, and the facts of the story were that he had a history of depression. Yeah. The scandal put him into public light that he didn't want to be in, and I don't know if he left a note or not.
The real estate one.
Yeah,
the real estate thing.
The Whitewater.
Early 90s.
Whitewater, yeah. And it was the travel bureau. He was the lawyer. He was the house the White House a lawyer or something. Yeah. And he killed himself. And people were like, "Oh, the Clintons had him killed because they took the documents out of his office." And they were like saying in the podcast, this sequence of events was he killed himself. People wanted to make sure it was a suicide, so they wanted his documents. Then they were like the Clinton family, Bill Clinton basically was just like, he was like a personal lawyer. He has documents that are sensitive to like my business, so I'm not going to let the public let them get leaked to the public because they're like private, confidential documents. So he had a guy go in and separate the documents into 2 piles, one for Bill Clinton's new lawyer or Bill Clinton's lawyer period, and the other one for the relevant to his suicide files. So like, it's all on that one guy to like whether or not he did corruption or not, but like it's more probable that he was just going in there to make sure that like financial records didn't get leaked, right? Like I
haven't listened to this in a long time.
The thing where it's a conspiracy is far less likely than the case where he's a lawyer trying to protect confidential financial records.
I just love conspiracies that I can't help but dig at.
I know, but then you hear the facts from somebody who dug deep and like they're reporting the sequence of events, and you're like, this all makes sense. None of this is like sketchy. When you just read what actually happened in the order, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I would do the same thing. If like my lawyer died and he had a bunch of financial disclosure forms and shit, I wouldn't want that going into some Justice Department goons like hands. And in the context, it makes sense. I don't think it was a conspiracy. He was just a troubled guy, and he killed himself because they were like, oh, why didn't anybody know that he was depressed? Well, because it's private, and depression and antidepressants were not kosher. Like, they were not a thing you could have in the 90s. Being depressed was not allowed, and being on it, like, they weren't going to come out and disgrace him by saying he had mental problems. Essentially, they would have been coming out and like calling your friend retarded. That would have been the equivalent. Like, you can't. It was a very private, sensitive matter, and of course, they didn't come out and say, "Yeah, he was depressed. He had a lot of mental issues." That's a thing you can say now. You can't. You couldn't say that back then. You can't be like, "Oh, I was struggling with a lot of personal issues." Like, you can't say that now. Yeah, exactly.
It's like having PTSD back then. You couldn't do it. Just man up.
So I'm like, I look at all these anyway. Yeah, I just looked at all those things. I was like, this is not a conspiracy, but they're fun. They're still fun to talk about.
It's just fun to pull strings.
Radio.
Yeah. So I was listening to the radio, and this week the Baseball Hall of Fame inductees got announced, and the radio was like, these 20 people get inducted to the Hall of Fame, yada yada yada. It's
baseball.
Yeah. And they literally were like, it's the millennials. Everyone got a trophy, yada 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 yada. I'm so sick of hearing this. Everyone gets a trophy. It's not like when we're like 5 years old, where everybody asks for a trophy.
Did you get a trophy? I don't remember getting any trophies.
It's millennials. It's not the millennials. It's the fucking boomers. Who do you think like fought to get every kid a trophy? It wasn't the kids. It was the fucking parents.
Right.
The fucking boomers who did this. And they always put it on millennials that we are the reason they are because we are raised ourselves, apparently. No, you fucking idiots. You raised us.
We didn't ask for the trophies.
It's millennials probably. We were kids. We didn't give a shit.
We didn't ask for the trophies.
Understood.
Yeah.
But it's the fucking boomers, and I'm so sick of the fucking boomers saying
I'm really
that.
glad that you've made this point because it's a very good point that I've not heard many people make.
No, they don't think it's like it's millennials.
They all need
It's
a
their
trophy.
Parents. It's the parents, the helicopter parents,
Yeah.
who couldn't handle that. They're fucking.
That wasn't the boomers.
So
The parents of the millennials weren't the boomers. They were Gen X.
no, I'm a millennial. My parents were boomers.
Who's Gen X?
Gen X is between them. It's the quiet
Oh,
bunch.
okay.
They could be, but
I
majority
thought
was the boomers.
I always thought Gen X were the helicopter parents.
No, it's definitely the boomers.
'Cause they're the-
Gen X is like 1969.
Boomers were helicopter parents?
Yes.
Okay.
The Gen X is the quiet ones in the middle. No one ever talks about them much.
Yeah. Like my
Millennials,
uncle.
they was group in Gen
Everybody's
Z, so them-
uncle is a Gen X.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my dad's Gen X.
Good for you. Lucky.
I mean, he's
Look at
48.
him. He's a fucking half across the world right now.
He's 48.
Well, what year? I don't know. I can't do math right now.
He's 68.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's a boomer. No. But this is what drives me nuts when they say that. And it's like, no, you fucking raised us. It's not my fault that Timmy was a shitty baseball player and didn't get a trophy, but you fought for it because he wanted to be on top. He's not a boomer. And like, see the math in your head. It's not.
No, I'm doing the math about my dad's age.
I think boomers was late 40s to like mid 60s.
My mom was 64, I think.
She's probably a boomer.
That can't be right. Because then she would be 80. No, she would be
What the
60.
fuck math
No,
are
then
you
she would
doing in your
be
head?
she would be 60? Is that right? Is my mom 60?
I don't know. I don't know your mom.
I don't know. Wait, okay, yeah. If she was born in 64, she would be 56.
Okay, baby boomers, according to Google, 1946 to 1964.
Okay, so my mom is
Helicopter
Gen
parents,
X.
I'm telling you,
Yeah. What year were your parents born?
57.
Is that within that?
61, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then they're
Yeah.
boomers. Okay.
I'm going to put in helicopter parents years and see what it says.
I don't think that's a generation. I think
It's
that's
not, but
a
it
category.
It definitely falls on the millennials because we were raised by baby boomers, essentially.
Yeah,
and they were
56.
always on top of us, making sure we got everything.
Yeah,
it's just
it's a
like-
type of parent. It's not a
You got to think
generation.
because their parents were raised around the Depression. They were used to not having things. So when they were coming up, they didn't have anything.
Right,
And then,
yeah.
And, the economic boom in the 70s and 80s. And it was like, I can have things now. I want stuff. Give me stuff. And millennials are like now, like, we don't want stuff. I'm all set.
we just want to be able to survive.
Afford things? I don't know.
Yeah.
Buy a house,
Buy a house,
property, pay
Yeah.
off student debt.
All right,
not have any
Vinny.
debt.
Well, not all of us can have a partner who's already owned a house. So
You can do that. You can go hop on a dating site and look for some older people who own houses
yeah, you're right. I could. How much older is Caroline?
than me. We're the same age. We're roughly like the exact same
Okay.
age.
Well then,
Well, maybe you just need to find someone your own age
She's-
too.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy where I am.
Excuse me, I'm writing notes down.
I know. I can see that.
It makes my life so much easier after this is done because I forget what we say.
Are you
So I
gonna
have notes to
cut out all the dead air and this?
I cut out certain dead air, but not this. This is part of the production. People like to understand what I'm doing when I'm not talking.
That's fair. How about this impeachment, dude? I
can't even look at the
It's so
I
trash.
can't look at it. It's so disheartening to see this, to see that our democracy is being torn apart by a 75-year-old man
who's a turtle?
who's a turtle.
Yeah,
He's the
75-year-old
Grim
turtle.
Reaper.
He's young for a turtle.
Him and fucking Lindsey Graham, the motherfucking biggest hypocrite around. 20 years
I
ago in
hate-
the Clinton impeachment,
I
he's
hate
like,
both
I
of
want
them so
witnesses,
much.
yada, yada, yada.
I hate both of them so much.
I hope the country realizes that what they're doing. I really hope they do. I hope there's a
I think-
massive blue wave.
I think public. I think public. I mean, there's all these polls that show that Mitch McConnell is like the most disliked. He has the lowest approval rating.
These red states are really hard to get.
He's still gonna win, though. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what his approval rating is. It matters if he can win that district,
Yeah, it's the
the state.
we'll see.
You think
I
the
think
world?
it's going to be a lot larger turnout for this election.
I mean,
at least.
hopefully the fucking world is gonna have a pandemic and we're all gonna die from
the China virus,
swine flu or
No,
whatever.
it's called. Yeah,
It's the coronavirus.
it's not looking too good.
Coronavirus. Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. It was like 4 people infected, and then yesterday it was like 20 people
in
have
China?
died, and then
China lies about
today.
their figures no matter what. It's probably a lot more.
Either way, the point being that it was like 4 people infected, then it was like 18 people dead, and then it was like 600 people dead.
It just depends on the age too of the people who are getting infected.
And I'm like, 600's a lot of people.
China's got billions of people, so a lot of tight space.
Yeah, but ooh boy.
Whatever. This is like SARS,
600
swine
people.
flu.
I hope so. I hope that we get fucking pandemic. We deserve it. After all this fascism, maybe if we get knocked down to a lower population
Did you
count,
hear about the
we
doomsday
can
clock today?
we can do good. Yeah, I did. Well, not today, but I've
Or
been
like
hearing about
60
it.
seconds to midnight. We got upgraded closer to midnight.
Oh, you mean the doomsday clock?
Yeah,
Okay.
they updated it today.
60 seconds to midnight?
It's no, I think it's gonna be closer.
To what? Why? China or Trump?
Climate change, Trump, China,
Russia?
I don't think Russia's a part of that. Maybe it is, but it's not a huge part of that formula.
If you combine China
100 seconds to midnight, closer. When it hits midnight, that's when they
it's a
say
minute and
end of the world.
a
pretty
minute
much.
and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting closer. Climate change is the big one right there. I think that's the big thing.
I was hearing about this. I think on a podcast today, they were talking about how we would need incredibly radical change, and like, I mean, that's not news at all. But the facts are that we're so busy squabbling about fascism that so I was thinking about this actually on the way here, literally, and it would not be hard to say like a massive priority for my presidential campaign is to make a carbon tax on gasoline. Just create that, put that in the world. Say there's a large carbon tax on gasoline, and take all of that money and use it to make all forms of public transportation free. That's doable. That's so doable.
Not gonna happen.
Take all of the gas taxes for every gasoline powered car. Every gallon of gasoline that is sold has a huge tax on it, and take all that money, except for maybe trucks. Maybe diesel doesn't get taxed, but all of that money, now put that towards public transportation and make public transportation free for everybody. That is so easy that you could do that tomorrow and pass it tomorrow, and it would be done. Like, and that would have huge effects, huge groundbreaking effects and impacts. Like, you don't need to have a hyperloop. You don't need to do the Boring Company and build tunnels all under LA. You just need to make public transit free. Make the trains free, make the buses free. Incentivize public transportation. That's the most efficient way of transportation.
It is, but you got to think of parts of the country that don't have public transportation. That's
Create
the
it.
problem.
Create it. Create more bus lines in cities. Create bus lines in cities that don't have bus lines.
All that is great, but trying to explain to people who don't understand or are greedy, it's never going to work. We're just going to run ourselves into the ground and die. That's all it is.
And here's another, okay, that's just cars, right? Oh, that's just cars. Okay, also, another thing you can do for cars, electric cars. Make higher tax incentives for people who buy electric cars. The tax break for purchasing an electric car was like $7,000 previously. I think they brought it down to like $4,000 because Trump is an insane idiot. But it was insanely high. It was like $7,000 if you buy an electric car, you get that and a tax break. It's not money the government's giving you. It's a tax break. It's your money, right? So do that. Make electric cars. If you buy an electric car, make it so you have to pay no taxes that year, below a certain margin. Just reduce taxes on electric cars. Third thing, super easy to do. Well, okay, super simple to understand. Not easy to do. Very complicated to do, but easy to understand. Shut down every single coal-fired power plant in the country. Start replacing them with solar farms, wind farms, and okay, actually, you know what? Fuck the solar farms, fuck the wind farms. Start building nuclear reactors. Put a nuclear reactor 100 miles outside of every city in the country. Just do it. Just put a goddamn nuclear reactor 100 miles away from every city in America. Just do that, and you're fucking fine.
It's never going to happen.
It would be so simple. All you have to do is start now. Start building them. Like, if China and Russia in their communist fever could have figured this out, and they did, Russia being the outstanding outlier because they rushed it and went for the low budget and had they went and did a Chernobyl.
You don't buy store brand reactors, guys. You
buy
name brand.
We have fucking NASA. Okay, if we could make the space shuttle, we can figure, and we have good reactors. We have good reactors that have not had problems.
Mm-hmm.
Build more of them. Just do it. Just do it. Just say you're going to do it and do it. It's not fucking hard. Take the like $70 trillion that go into the defense budget, or 700 trillion or whatever it is that go into the defense budget, and redirect a crap ton of that away from the F-35 and put it towards fucking nuclear reactors. The Army Corps of Engineers is already a branch of the military. Just give them the budget to build nuclear reactors all over the country. They already do it for aircraft carriers. I'm pretty sure they've built a nuclear reactor. They can handle it. They'll hire more engineers. It's not fucking hard. Like, it's crazy to me that there is not somebody famous on MSNBC, on PBS, on NPR every single day saying this. NPR, hit me up and I will go on NPR every single day. I will go on your channel every single day and just rant about how we need to be building nuclear reactors outside of every city.
Idea. We'll talk about it after, but just reminding myself.
It's literally insane. Like, every single coal-fired power plant, every single oil-fired power plant, shut them down now, and then you will light a fucking fire under the ass of every company and organization in the country that is capable of building a reactor to fucking do it. There's no incentive to do it. No one's telling them to, so they're not gonna. Like, we have to do this. Get the Army Corps of Engineers on this today and just start building reactors. There's no downside. You're not going to run out of thorium, okay? Just start building them. We're not going to run out of uranium. Take it from the fucking warheads. I don't care. Maybe that's not possible. Probably not. But
let's find out. Let's try it.
Just fucking try it. Just put them, just shove them in. I don't know. I'm not a nuclear physicist, but like, I feel like that should be possible. I feel like you should be able to take uranium-235 and mix it up a little bit, you know, put some salt on it, salt bay that shit. Right up. Just put it in the blender. Like,
we just need Dr. Manhattan. We need Dr. Manhattan to help us.
Oh, God. As long as there's no Ozymandias nearby. Companies are a huge problem. Factories are a huge problem, all right? Easy thing. Cap and trade. Cap and trade is so simple. Not to understand, but fundamentally, like the basics of it, every company has a budget. They have to trade each other for the budgets. That's not even a fix for the problem.
Corporate greed.
It's the minimum basic effort to like get them to do 10% better. 10% better for every company in the country on pollution is a cap and trade deal. And like, people always say with cap and trade, they say, oh, well, if you do cap and trade, then it's going to hurt their bottom line. Okay, if it starts hurting their bottom lines, raise the cap.
Keep ranting, I'll be back.
Oh no, your poor legs. If the companies start suffering financially, you just raise the cap, and then the companies have more to play with. This happens with the Treasury. You start running out of money, do a little inflation, print more money, and then the companies have more money to play with, and the people have more money to play with. If you have the same problem with cap and trade, cap and trade, the companies, it's hurting their bottom line. They're spending so much profits on lowering their thing. Just do something, and then it will incentivize them a little bit to cut down on emissions. And if they're struggling, print more money. We do it for the Treasury.
Hey.
Just give them more cap on their cap, and they'll do less trade. Like, whatever. Just, there are so many options, and we're not doing any of them because we're so goddamn obsessed with the horse in the hospital, and we don't know how to solve there being a horse in a goddamn hospital.
We're just going to die. It's cool.
Maybe, if we're lucky, the coronavirus will come and fucking murder us all. Just end it.
Come on, can it be a Miller High Life virus?
Just end it. I'm more of a fan of the Bud Light virus myself.
Bud Light Lime. Gross.
Yum, yum. Oh, God. We're so fucked.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here because I got to go make dinner.
This is a great place to end our existential crisis.
Is it really existential?
Yes.
I really don't think it is anymore. I think it's just everywhere.
The fact that I dread existence makes it existential.
Yeah. Existence is pain. Mr. Meeseeks.
Mr. Meeseeks. Yeah, exactly. Existence is pain to a Meeseeks.
The end.
I've been Grayson.
I've been Vinny.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.